Hey, it's Matt here, and thank you for tuning in on this video. In this video, I wanted to tackle the question, are all CBD products created equal? I know there's a lot of hype going on right now with CBD products. There's a lot of new ones coming on the market, and it's very hard as a consumer to tell which ones are the difference. So in this video, I want to kind of break down the different components of what makes a good product and how you can tell the difference, and kind of go in through some questions that you can ask for the brands that you're buying to make sure they have a good, clean product that's going to be good for you. So let's jump right in. So we're gonna break this up into three different parts. Part one, I wanna go over how are they getting their actual hemp or CBD that they're putting into the product, because that's one component of the final product that you're taking, and the most important one we're talking about right now is CBD and hemp. So how is it derived, right? And so first off in that, we wanna go over farming. Farming is extremely important. Hemp is a very, very, very absorbable crop. And so it's actually used in the Fukushima nuclear cleanup to pull some of the toxins and the nuclear waste up from the ground. What that's telling you is it does an excellent job for cleaning up the environment, which is a benefit for hemp. What that you don't want is you don't want to have the hemp that's been used for Fukushima or been used on farmland that has pesticides, herbicides, or heavy pollutants in the air around the area, because those are absorbable and will be absorbable in the crop and end up in your final materials. So it's very important to go minimal as organic. Preferably, I like certified organic just to make sure as a consumer that you're checking. And there's more products available like that, and we use certified organic oils in ours as well. And the reason is because those standards, at least you're having to adhere to some standards, as well as certified organic farmland. You can't have had pesticides, herbicides, and a lot of different things for the last 3 years on your farm. So therefore, it has had time to cycle out a little bit more, which we look for farms that go way longer for 3 years and being organic for a lot longer than that as well. But farming is very, very important because that's where they're starting material and where a lot of these heavy metals, pesticides, herbicides end up in the material in the first place. So farming is one. Two is how is it extracted, right? That's very, very important. So I'll go over a few ways. CO2 is a natural and organic one that a lot of people use. My favorite one is organic ethanol, and I know ethanol has kind of been deemed in the news in some different places as a bad solvent to use or bad for people. That's not true. If it's an organic and it's a natural one, it is one of the best solvents to pull the most plant material and the most beneficial, healthy compounds that you can receive from that. And also, we use a process called rotoevaporation. A lot of people that are using ethanol do the same thing. And that is the process of removing the ethanol once it's done its job to extract the CBD and all the beneficial goodies of the plant. So I like the ethanol the best, but CO2 is another great option as well to stay organic and stay clean, so that you're not mixing either crazy solvents that are going to end up in your final product or your final material that are not good for you. So find out how it's extracted. Number three is how are they ensuring accuracy of the product through the entire place. So one way people are doing it is they're basically, when we do the same thing, pull a random product after it's been manufactured and test that product and most of them are only testing for the CBD content, right? With us, starting at the farm level, the most important level, we get a full panel test result, which looks at herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, pollutants, antimicrobial activities, and mold, potency. It looks at a lot of different things, right? And then we also test it at each stage of the process. So if I'm going to send it off to an extractor, as soon as he's done, before I give it to anybody else or do anything else, we take a random sample and send it off to make sure that nothing got added back to the product that we did not want or did not expect, right? And we do that through each stage and then at the final stage as well. So that's one thing that we do to kind of take preventative measures, because you got to be careful with CBD. There's just a lot of ways that you can end up with contaminants, chemicals, and things that you do not want in your end products. These are some very important questions that you should ask before you buy your CBD products to the brand that you're looking to buy them from. The second component of what makes a good CBD product, or how to tell the difference, is how is it manufactured, right? Are they using other organic materials? We prefer glass bottles instead of plastics because some things with plastics that can stick in the materials and some of the end product as well. Are they using natural flavors to flavor, or are they using healthier stuff? So there's a lot of range of this, right, of what people are using. I can tell you what we do is we're using all organic stuff all the way throughout and are very conscious on every single ingredient. So we're using organic MCT oil, which is what we consider the best carrier oil for CBD and hemp. And a lot of companies do the same way. It's one of the most popular ones probably used. We also make ours in small batches, which we can control a little bit more on there to make sure that we have the highest quality of products and that we're able to get everything that we are, the proper ingredients in each in particular bottle. So it's really important for us that we do them in small batches, and it kind of creates that craft feel and really works for people really good. Also, we use all organic, kind of regenerative farming type extracts for our flavoring. So I'm not using a natural flavor or anything like that or a sweetener. We're using basically plant extracts, right? We use like a very, very good cinnamon bark, a cassia bark in one of our products, a very good spearmint in one of our other ones, and a very good lemon. These are all dried from actual organic, lemons and cinnamon barks and all these different things in cassia, and done through regenerative farming practices, which create the most richest, fullest plants possible and have very, very, very good taste too, and have a lot of other health benefits than just in that as well. The last thing I wanted to go over is the overall energy, and this is top 3, is energy and intentions behind the product, right? Why are they creating the product they're creating, right? Is this just, are they already a big brand or someone that's well known, and then now they're wanting to create a CBD product because they have a market for it and they think that they can sell a bunch? Are they just trying to get in the market to make a quick buck? How do they get behind it, right? Like from us, it came from a personal story that we were led to CBD through Courtney. And, she had some health problems, and CBD tremendously helped her, and it made us interested in it, and we had some opportunities and we took them. So we got into it that way, and our biggest concern and our biggest goals is to create the most effective products that work for people. So that was kind of our intentions behind it. But what are the intentions behind the people that are creating it? Because I'll tell you, if it's money driven, and even if they're health and wellness people, I've seen some good ones out there that end up not having great products in the end. Are they trying to put it in stores? Are they driven by the market? Because if they're putting it in stores, usually from a lot of stores, and you can ask a lot of different brands or look up online, they're very, very, very tight margins, and it's very, very, very competitive. So in order to get in there, not only do you have to have connections, but you also really need to have a good product at a good price. And CBD prices have came way, 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 way down. There's a lot of forms to drive it, including synthetic ways as well, that are cheap. So what I see a lot in some products in the stores is that brands will look for a broker or something like that to find the cheapest, most affordable, form of CBD. They're really not sure on the supply chain, and then that's what they're using to stay competitive in the market. And overall, when they test the bottles, it's going to show the CBD in there. But like I said above, there's a lot of other factors that go into it to see if that product's actually effective or not. Number 2 is, do they know their supply chain, right? And it just kind of goes on what I was saying, is do they know their farm, like I was talking about earlier? Is it all organic? Do they have a relationship with them? Do they know their extractors very well? Are they doing those testing things? Do they know the place where they're sourcing their MCT oil? All those different things to make sure they're sustainably sourced and that there's good energy and intentions around each area of the product, because I feel like it matters. And that's something that we look at in every single step and process and ingredient inside of our product. And the last things I want to go over is, do they specialize in hemp? Like I said, what is their intentions? Is this something that was a side product or another thing? Or have they dove deep into hemp, the plant, CBD, how it works inside the body? And how all these things work. So I know that from us, it was personal experience, and we dove really, really, really deep into it. And something that you would look for in another brand is, have they done the same? How much are they taking serious on this, I guess? Because it is a very powerful plant, but only if used in the right ways. But Shine Light, we are very conscious about every single ingredient and every single process that goes into our products, right? Our thing is not geared towards money. We're not the cheapest products. We're not by far the most expensive, but we're not trying to go and compete in stores either. Our singular focus goal that we have is, let's make products that actually work and are beneficial for people, that are really helping them in their daily lives and where they can feel it, right? And so that's why I think with all these components involved, CBD and hemp is magical. It really, 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 really works more powerfully than anything else I've taken in my own life personally. And I hear that the same from a lot of other people. But I also hear a lot of people saying, I tried CBD and didn't work for me. And, it's sad, because I feel like CBD really, 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 really could work for a whole lot of different people and benefit their bodies. But if not done properly in the right forms, and some of the things I've explained about, it may not be as efficacious of a product, right? And so these are some of the things that I think is very important to look at when you're looking for a CBD product, to ask the brands that you're buying from, right? And I'll say, we're a brand that sells CBD, but there's a lot of other good ones out there with a lot of other good products. These are just some of the things that I would definitely ask and to make sure about, right? They do matter. They matter on efficacy, and they matter on your results as well. So take a look at us at shinelightlife.com. I have a chat up there. We can ask any questions. We have a chat team that will help out. If you have any serious big questions, please, I'll jump on a video and answer these and try to clarify them from people. I love hearing your feedback. I love for you to try our products as well. So we do a lot great links, like I said, to make good products that work for people. So check us out at shinelightlife.com. Hope this video finds you well, and thank you so much for watching.